Hi, welcome to Colney Mill, the home of Everhot cookers. If you're watching this film, you're probably the proud new owner of an Everhot cooker. And today we're going to take you through the basic operating principles of the cooker, show you how to get started, up and running and get cooking. The first thing to remember is that an Everhot is a highly efficient heat storage range cooker designed to be left on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the most efficient cooker in its class, and it's going to give you background heat to the room and just be ready to cook whenever you need. When you first turn the cooker on, you might notice a slight burning smell in the kitchen. That's perfectly normal. That's just a light coating of oil that we put on the hot plates and within the ovens burning off. It's perfectly normal. Under normal conditions, if you had the oven turned off, it's going to take about an hour and a half for them to become fully heat soaked and ready to cook. And the hot plate will be ready to make your first cuppa within about 40 minutes. The Everhot's going to give you unrivaled levels of control within the heat storage cooker. You can adjust temperatures on each of the cooking zones. Whilst you have all this control, for the first few days, we'd recommend that you just leave the cooker at the recommended running temperatures, use them as a baseline, and then you can always adjust from there, up or down as you require. If you're looking at a cookbook and looking at recipes, the conventional oven setting will be the best guide. The Everhot uses indirect radiant heat, so it's gentle. Things can take a little bit longer in a heat storage cooker, but it's more about time in the oven than fine temperature control. Here we have the Everhot 120i, but the principles I'm going to show you today are common to all of our cookers. So to adjust the temperatures, we just need to head to the control box. You can adjust it in increments of 5 degrees, and you just use the up and down arrows on each of the zones to do that. We recommend just leaving about a minute for every degree you want to go up in temperature or come down in temperature, just for the oven to settle out. So if you're going up 10 degrees, just allow 10 minutes for the change. Whilst we recommend that you leave the cooker on, each zone can be turned on or off as you need. So in the summer, you might not need the hot plate, might be a bit too hot in the room, so you can turn that off. To do that, you simply find the corresponding power button, hold it for 3 seconds, and that'll turn the zone off. To turn it back on, you simply reverse the process, hold the button for 3 seconds, and it will come back on. Now with the hot plate and simmer plate, there's a lock function, so you need a 2-touch operation. You simply push and hold the master control switch for a second. That'll unlock the hot or the simmer plate and allow you to turn them back on using that power button. A huge part of an Everhot's flexibility can be attributed to its eco mode. As you see the cooker now, it's in full power mode. What I would loosely describe as a winter mode, where the cooker just stays on at temperature, it's giving you background heat to the room, and it's just ready to cook at a moment's notice. Then we have the full eco mode. Now, I'd loosely describe this as a holiday mode. You drop the cooker down to sort of half temperatures, and again, the cooker's just going to stay in that mode until you turn it off. The last mode we have is a timed eco mode. Now, between 9 at night and 5 in the morning, the cooker's going to drop back into half temperature mode, and the cooker will be hot all day and ready to cook. It's great for people with solar panels. It's great in spring, summer and autumn, where you don't need the heat in the kitchen overnight. The timers can be adjusted and all of the settings can be changed, and more details are going to be on another video and within the manual. That timed eco mode also saves you about 15% of your running costs. One of my favourite things about an Everhot is that every Everhot has got a powerful 2.4 kilowatt grill nestled in the top of the top oven, and it's really simple to operate. You just push and hold the grill button for 3 seconds and you'll turn the grill on. You'll now see that the top oven temperature control displays a timer, and that just means that you can't forget to turn the grill off and just have everything overheat. You can increase or decrease the time simply by using the up and down arrows to a maximum of 30 minutes. There isn't any temperature control on the grill, so it's really important where you put your food in the oven. If you're doing something that needs a lot of heat, like you want some crispy bacon, use the top of the oven. If you're cooking fish or something a little bit more delicate, just drop it down and it's going to come out beautifully. We'd also recommend that you grill with the door shut. We've just talked about the importance of oven placement while talking about the grill, and the same's true for everyday cooking. The main heat source in all of the Everhot ovens is at the base. That's where the element lives, which is perfect if you want to cook quiches, flans, pies, and don't want to blind bake. You'll never have a soggy bottom again. But it does run against conventional wisdom that the top of the oven is the hottest part. on Everhot Cooker, you'll find that lower down in the oven is where things are going to brown and crisp. Well worth remembering when you're cooking. Now moving on to the hot plate and the induction hob. Every cooker is going to come with a hot plate and a simmer plate in some configuration. Here we've got the split hot plate with hot plate on the left-hand side, simmer plate on the right. There's always a lot of discussion on the forum and on the groups about which pan to use. Now, it's very simple really. We'd recommend you use a stainless steel or a cast iron pan with a nice thick, flat base. Stainless steel and cast will work on both the hot plate and the induction hob, no problem at all. Aluminium or copper pans with a ferrous metal insert, they will work on the induction hob, but we recommend you don't use them. They can stress the hob and just decrease its lifespan. The other thing to watch for is pans like this with a dimpled base. We recommend you avoid using these on the induction hob. Again, they just can cause stress for the hob and just decrease its lifespan. So stainless steel, cast iron, a nice flat base. Another popular topic of conversation on the forums is cleaning. It's a new cooker. It's your pride and joy. You want to keep it looking as nice as you can. So with your cooker, you get a welcome pack. So let's take a look through. In your welcome pack, you're going to find a couple of cleaners. There's a Barkeeper's Friend stainless steel cleaner and an Everhot stainless steel cleaner as well. Now these are the best things that we found to clean the top of the cooker and the inside of the lid. A top tip, when I'm cooking, I get a damp cloth once I've finished and just clean up all the fatty spills around the hot plate. And you'll get most of it off that way as well. Now, the front of the cooker, we recommend nothing more than just hot soapy water. Just avoid any abrasive cleaner that might damage or eat into the front of the cooker. And the ovens themselves, they're going to self-clean, so you'll never need to worry about those. The fact that they're just left on means that food will carbonise. There's a couple of other things in your welcome pack as well. There's a cookbook, and this is going to give you inspiration, get you up and running. A great little reference point, so some good recipes in there for you to follow. And then the other thing we have is the manual. Do take a little read through, it's really helpful and it'll just set you off on the right footing. Hopefully this video has given you a really good sort of basic understanding of the operations of the cooker and enough to get you started. There's far more information online on our discussion forums, on the website, so do take a look there and we really hope you enjoy your cooker. Welcome to the Everhot family.